Some NBA moments are impressive, some are unforgettable, but once in a million, something happens on the court that makes everyone watching stop and say, wait, did that actually just happen?
Minutes per game. It's incredible. Very good. Bank the shot goes, but it came.
Tonight we're counting down the NBA moments that were so rare, so ridiculous, and so perfectly timed. You could watch basketball for the rest of your life and never see anything like them again. These aren't just highlights, these are basketball miracles. And trust me, if you think the first few are crazy, wait until you see what's coming next. Let's get into it.
JaVale to beat the clock.
Oh, it's good! JaVale banks it in!
New York, 1995, Eastern Conference semifinals. The Knicks are up by 6 with less than 20 seconds left. Madison Square Garden is already celebrating. Fans are heading for the exits. This game is over. Nobody told Reggie Miller that. In the blink of an eye, Miller drills a 3. Then he steals the inbound pass. Then he drills another 3. Then he gets fouled and calmly sinks 2 free throws. 8 points, 9 seconds. Game tied. Pacers win in overtime. Think about how fast that actually is. That's not a comeback. That's a heist. Most players need 9 seconds just to walk up the court and set up a play. Miller needed it to completely flip the outcome of a playoff game.
Miller's going to make, after he sets the screen, he steps behind, makes the first jumper. On the inbound pass. And a steal. Miller retreats to the three-point line.
Knicks fans didn't just lose that game, they lost a piece of their soul. Somewhere, a Madison Square Garden usher is still explaining to people why they can't have their seats back.
37 points, 23 in the fourth quarter. You guys really came out ready to play.
Finished very well. Mentally, we were into the game, but you got to give New York credit. They came out hard. If we got it close, we know there were going to be a lot of heavy arms over there, and we did a good job of doing that.
And somehow, that wasn't even the fastest collapse in NBA history. 2004, the Rockets are down 10 to the Spurs with 35 seconds on the clock. The Spurs bench is already relaxed. This game is, for all basketball purposes, finished. Tracy McGrady says otherwise. 13 points, 33 seconds, Rockets win by 1.
Here's McGrady for 3. McGrady foul is picked up. Yes. McGrady overbowling for 3. Yes. McGrady for the win. Yes.
This wasn't a hot streak, it was basketball-defying logic in real time. To score 13 points that fast, literally every shot has to fall, every possession has to be nearly instant, and the other team has to be completely frozen in disbelief. This has never been repeated at this speed in NBA history. If you thought that was impossible, wait until you see what happens when one player just decides gravity doesn't apply to him for 12 straight minutes. January 2015, Golden State versus Sacramento. Klay Thompson starts the third quarter like any other player. Then something breaks. Thompson scores 37 points in the third quarter alone. 9 three-pointers, 13 field goals. Every shot from every angle, and almost none of them touch the rim. Most NBA teams don't score 37 points as a team in a quarter. Klay did it by himself. In about 12 minutes of basketball, and the Kings simply had no answer because there is no defense designed for a human being who cannot miss.
Klay driving again. Good! Oh, he's got it. His 3. Have you ever seen anything like it?
At one point, the broadcast basically stopped describing basketball plays and just started saying he did it again on repeat. But scoring is one thing. Stopping the biggest shot in franchise history, that takes something almost superhuman. Game 7, NBA Finals. Tied game, under 2 minutes left. Cleveland hasn't won a championship in franchise history. Andre Iguodala breaks free on a fast break with a wide-open layup that would put Golden State ahead. LeBron James, coming from what looks like an impossible angle, sprints the length of the floor and blocks the shot against the backboard.
Iguodala to Curry, back to Iguodala, up for the layup. Oh, blocked by James. LeBron James with the rejection.
You got to lay up. You know y'all about to go up 2 points. Right, man. Just put the ball, just lay it right there, and don't try to do nothing stupid. Just lay it in. It was one of the loudest sounds I ever heard. Boom!
LeBron didn't just contest it, he erased it in the biggest moment of his career with the entire history of a franchise on the line. But the next moment on this list isn't about defense. It's about a shot that shouldn't have physically been possible. Dallas is fighting Miami for a championship. Dirk Nowitzki, 7 feet tall, is somehow the most unguardable player on the floor. Falling completely off balance on one leg with a hand in his face, Dirk releases a fadeaway that has no business going in. This wasn't a lucky heave. Dirk did variations of this shot all series. Off balance, off 1 foot with perfect touch against elite defenders. At this point, defenders weren't guarding a shot. They were guarding a magic trick and losing.
Here, Dirk on the post up, he was fouled. And a countback.
But if you think a shot can't get more dramatic than that, wait until the clock hits 0. Miami is down 3 points with seconds remaining. The Spurs are already pulling out towels to celebrate. LeBron misses. The rebound bounces out. Ray Allen, without even looking at the rim first, backpedals to the exact spot behind the 3-point line and shoots.
Rebound box, back out to Allen. His three-pointer, bang! Tie game with 5.
Ray Allen didn't have time to aim. He had to know from pure muscle memory built over an entire career exactly where his feet were relative to the line. But even that wasn't the most impossible buzzer beater on this list. Game 7, Raptors versus 76ers. Tie game, final seconds. Kawhi Leonard rises over 3 defenders and releases a shot at the buzzer.
Up top, looks at the clock, turns the corner for the win!
It drops in. Basketball players will tell you, a shot bouncing on the rim once already changes the outcome half the time. 4 bounces at the buzzer in a win or go home Game 7. The odds of that specific shot falling are almost impossible to calculate. But the next moment isn't about one shot. It's about an entire series ending on a single, impossible heave. Trailblazers versus Thunder. Game 5, first round, series on the line, under 10 seconds left, tied game. Damian Lillard dribbles up the floor, waves off his own teammates, and pulls up from nearly 37 feet away, well beyond the 3-point line, over a defender's outstretched arms.
Lillard, long range 3, and it's good!
Lillard waves goodbye to the Thunder bench as the building erupts. That's not just a deep shot, that's a shot from a distance most players wouldn't even attempt in practice, let alone with a playoff series on the line. But the next moment isn't about a shot at all. It's about a legend refusing to let his story end quietly. April 13th, 2016, Kobe Bryant's final NBA game. Nobody expects much more than a ceremonial farewell. Kobe scores 60 points. He takes over the 4th quarter entirely, hitting shot after shot, carrying the Lakers to a win in the final game of his career.
Point game, so the Lakers are in this one down the stretch. And there it is, the first player.
But even that legendary farewell doesn't compare to a record that's been standing since before most of your parents were born. March 2nd, 1962, Wilt Chamberlain and the Philadelphia Warriors take on the New York Knicks in Hershey, Pennsylvania. There's no reason to think this game is any different than the hundreds of others played that season. Wilt scores 100 points in a single game. Over 60 years later, no player has come within 20 points of matching it. It's not a record anymore. It's a basketball myth that just happens to be completely true. Every other moment on this list is a flash. One shot, one block, one incredible sequence. Wilt's 100-point game is different. It's a full, sustained, 60-year-old miracle that the entire modern NBA, with all its talent, science, and skill, this still hasn't been able to touch. But now I'm curious, out of all these moments, which one do you think was the most impossible? Let me know in the comments. And if you want to see more unbelievable NBA moments, incredible plays, and basketball stories you won't believe actually happened, hit that subscribe button. Because trust me, we've only scratched the surface.